Module 2, Catalyzer Project Basics and Creating Your Project Page. There are a couple deliverables that you will complete as project leaders before you build your project page. The first is you will sign a contract, physically if possible, and have your group's treasurer and advisor sign as well, stating that you will use the funds raised through Catalyzer for the project that you were approved for. You'll also complete training videos and quizzes, which you are currently doing, and all project leaders must complete them. The final deliverable is a project template form, which is a Google form you'll submit, which has all the content for your project page, which will then be reviewed by the staff liaison and a proofreader. Building your project page. So in the project template form, you will submit all the content for your page, which will then be reviewed. And the first thing you want to have is your project name. This will impact your page URL, so make sure to think about what you want your name to be. And then you'll have your project description, which explains who you are, why you're raising money, how people can help, and you want to think through what is going to resonate with donors, what will be compelling to them, what will make this stand out, what will make it unique. Make sure to focus on what is important about your project. You'll also want to have a short description of 140 characters or less, which will display on the homepage. You will have a pitch video, which will serve as one of your best marketing tools. Really, the goal is to have a video pitching your project to potential donors. You can make it as complicated as you want, or just have a video of you explaining what the project is. But this is going to be a very compelling aspect of your page, and you want this to resonate with donors and hopefully compel them to want to contribute to your project. You'll have images that you will be displaying on the front page of Catalyzer, and you can add as many additional images as you would like to show what your group does, maybe something related to the project. You'll want to have project leader bios and thank yous. So just explaining who you are and providing a little thank you ahead of time to the donors, hopefully making them feel more of a personal connection to you as individuals. You'll also want to have levels, which are suggested giving amounts. And each of these can be up to 100 characters. And generally, we recommend that groups use them to designate an amount of money that will either directly line up with something like how much something costs for the project, or is a name that's like fun and related to the project in some way that hopefully feels compelling to people to give certain amounts of money. Project settings. There are a couple things that you'll want to decide on before submitting your content, and the staff liaison will set these up on the page for you. The first of which is your project name. This is the name of the project that will show up on your project's main page and when you share your project on social media. And you want to try and pick something that clearly communicates what your project is. This will also generate the URL for your project page, so make sure you take that into consideration as you are thinking about your name. It might be helpful to keep it shorter and more concise to make sure that it's more easily shareable on social media or wherever else you are sharing it. You'll also want to have your project description, and this will be 1 to 2 sentences long and appears on the main page. It serves as your sales pitch to potential donors and to encourage them to support your crowdfunding campaign. There is a 140 character limit, so you do want to be concise with this. And depending on your project and how you want to run your social media campaign, you want to decide if you want to have a hashtag or a specific language you want for when people share content from the platform. Project page demo. So again, the staff liaison will be completing most of the back-end settings for you, but you will need to submit all of these items on the project template for the staff liaison to review. Project updates are a feature on the platform where you can thank donors, keep them informed about what's going on, and keep the momentum going. They're going to be very important to you as they'll be one of your most direct ways to communicate with your donors. You can choose when you're posting an update on your page to send an email automatically to all project donors if you'd like to. You can also opt not to do that. You have some flexibility for how you want to post those. They're most effective with an image or a short video to, again, either thank donors, keep them informed, or just keep the momentum going for the project as you're getting closer to the end of your fundraising cycle. On your project template, there are a couple of template updates that we'll have you complete. And in general, they align with these categories of updates that we've found to be successful or helpful for groups to post and keep donors informed. So the first one is an update that will serve as your first update. So when your project publicly launches, really explaining that you're excited, telling people what the project is, and that you appreciate any support. Then throughout the cycle, you can post progress milestones as you hit certain percentages of completion, so 25%, 50%, 75%. You can post those as you hit those and thank donors for getting you to that point and get them excited to get you to the next milestone. Countdown milestones are counting down to when there are a few days left before the end of the project, as well as posting one on the last day. Again, thanking donors for the support so far and encouraging them to help you get over the finish line. And if your goal has been hit, you can post your stretch goal update. Again, refer to the previous slides about stretch goals, about more information about if you want to do those and how to plan for those. And finally, you want to have a thank you update for when your project closes, that no matter if you hit the goal or not, you want to support your donor or thank your donors for all the support up to that point.